live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Some people have no choice but to work outside in the high temperatures. We'll hear from food truck operators on how they're handling the heat.
Just days into a new school year, local students try to focus in the dangerous heat. Administrators in one district talk about the preparations put in place for kids at all grade levels.
And a bicyclist is seriously injured after a weekend accident. Now sheriff's police are searching for the driver that left him in critical condition. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Excessive heat warnings have been put in place all over the state line.
Yeah, temperatures tomorrow are expected to feel even hotter than today. Let's head back over to Candace for more.
Yeah, you know, those numbers will climb because we will be south of that warm front that is going to pull through here later tonight. That'll keep us very warm, not only for those daytime high temperatures, but also those nighttime lows. Now, for the remainder of this evening, we still do have a heat advisory for portions of Wisconsin here in Rockford, pretty much right along and west of I-39. And then that excessive heat warning remains in effect for Stevenson, Joe Daviess, Carrollton, Whiteside counties. But we look ahead to tomorrow when everyone is expected to be in the 90s, that heat index factor climbing up over 100 degrees, as high as 115 tomorrow afternoon. Excessive heat warnings going into effect for all of northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin, and that will begin again tomorrow and run for some through Thursday. Now notice Thursday's headlines. We still do have that excessive heat warning and excessive heat watch across Wisconsin and northeast Illinois. So what we're watching here is a cold front that'll eventually work in, but until then those temperatures are going to climb. Right now we are in the mid and upper 80s. Those numbers are likely to reach the mid 90s for tomorrow and could be just as warm, if not warmer, on Thursday. Heat index tomorrow 105 to 115. Thursday heat index 100 up to 110. Cold front may bring in a little more cloud cover, and we do have to watch potential for some very isolated showers and thunderstorms. All scenarios that could play in with a lot of that heat and humidity building in. But bottom line, it gets pretty hot, and for an extended period of time being outdoors could become fairly dangerous. We'll look at a break in that and our thunderstorm chances too here for the end of the week, guys. That is coming up in my full forecast a little later.
All right, Candace, we'll see you in a bit.
Some events are being canceled due to the heat, including Rockford's Midtown Market.
But others are braving the conditions, like Food Truck Tuesday. Tom Lewis is at the Nicholas Conservatory. How are things out there, Tom?
Mimi and Eric, it is getting steamy here at Food Truck Tuesday at the Nicholas Conservatory, probably because I'm standing near the Korean barbecue food truck with Yasmin. Hello.
Hello, how you doing today?
I'm warm, I'm hot, I'm sticky. How do you deal with it in the food truck with all the heat?
To be honest, I just have a lot of ice around me, so I just, cool down a little bit.
And you get hot making this food. Now,
Too hot.
We're going to show a couple of things. Now, this is something that I ate about 20 minutes ago. It is phenomenal. It's basically fried mozzarella on a stick, and it's crusted with spicy Cheetos.
Yes, spicy Cheetos, and then the Conjunjang sauce, which is like a spicy sweet sauce. It's not that bad.
Not that bad. It's fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Now open that bowl and see what we got here on Food Truck Tuesday.
So right here we have the bulgogi, which is the marinated thin sliced ribeye, and it comes with noodles, lettuce, and then rice underneath.
That is a beautiful dish right there.
It is. And it's all for you.
It's all for me and Jordan over there. I'm going to give some to Jordan. Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
So does the heat affect your business? Do you see more people like coming out? They don't care. It's almost 100 degrees.
To be honest, I feel like people still come no matter how hot or cold it is. It's pretty good. The business is good.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know a lot of people who have been eating at your truck while I've been standing here have walked away very happy.
Very happy. Yes, sir.
All right. So I am going to grab this food from you. Yes.
Yep,
it's my property now.
Of course. You go ahead and enjoy.
Yasmin, thank you so much.
Of course, you're welcome.
All right, Mimi and Eric, none for you, all for Jordan and myself. Enjoy. We'll be back.
Just doesn't seem fair, does it?
It does not.
Thanks, Tom.
This heat wave hit right after many schools went back in session.
And Nicole Delgado spoke to a local school district to learn what administrators are doing to keep things cool. Nicole?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. They say that keeping students safe is top priority, and they definitely have been preparing for this week of heat.
We are running our AC units, running all of that 24/7 to make sure that we are staying ahead of the temperatures as much as possible, making sure in classrooms, if we have blinds, pulling blinds down to give it a little bit more shade, different things like that.
Classes for students at Stillman Valley are in full swing, and this heat wave has the district taking no chances.
We certainly want to make sure that we're preparing and looking and seeing what precautions and what additional things we may need to put in place, like extra water breaks, potentially keeping kids inside if it's going to be too hot, any of those things. I think the approach is very similar to what we would take during the winter as well. Just it's hot, not cold.
District Assistant Superintendent Dr. Joe Mulliken says one of the ways they are staying safe is keeping a constant eye on the heat index for gym and recess. Stillman Valley High School Athletic and Activities Director Henry Robinson says safety is #1 and are encouraging students and staff to speak up if they are experiencing signs of heat exhaustion.
Letting kids know that it's okay to talk to us. You know your body better than anybody else knows your body. So if you start feeling a little lightheaded, feeling a little bit off, maybe a little bit of blurred vision, a headache that comes out of nowhere, you thirsty to the point where you can't quench your thirst, a little bit dizzy, maybe your equilibrium, you feel your balance is a little off. So like I said, encourage kids to talk.
Administrators say in order for students to be in an environment to learn comfortably, they are prompting students to take extra water breaks to stay hydrated and dressing appropriately for the temperatures in light, cool clothing.
As much as we can possibly do to be proactive, to prepare to create that environment for staff and students to be able to do their best these next couple days, we're going to make sure that we continue to do that and communicate that out. And we look forward to Friday when not only is there football, but the temperatures drop a little bit for us.
Administrators are providing extra water on buses, but encourage parents, if possible, to pick your student up from school during this week of heat. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nicole. A local school is changing its class schedule this week. Boylan Catholic High School is adjusting for the heat advisory. Today, students were dismissed at noon. Tomorrow and Thursday, students will shift to remote learning. The school's administration has yet to determine what Friday's class schedule will be like.
More cooling centers opened up in the area in anticipation of the hot weather. We ran down some of them for you yesterday in Winnebago and Boone counties. Across the border in Rock County, there are several sites. That includes the Beloit Public Library and the City Transit Center. The lobby of Janesville's Senior Center and the former Janesville Mall, now known as Uptown Janesville, are also on the list. We have a full list of State Line cooling centers at mystateline.com.
Beloit Police are looking for a gunman after a weekend shooting. Around 9 Sunday night, officers were called to Collie Road near I-39. That's where police say a man was shot. His injuries are non-life-threatening. The department says their investigation is active and ongoing.
A man is seriously hurt after a car hits him and takes off. Around 11 Sunday, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department was called to Cunningham Road near Lamson Drive in Rockford for an accident. Deputies found a 60-year-old man in a ditch. Investigators say the man was riding a bicycle eastbound on Cunningham when a vehicle hit him. He's in critical but stable condition at the hospital. The car's driver did not stop. If you have any information about who might be responsible, call the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers.
Lee County Sheriff's Police are searching for a missing man. Michael Weidolf was last seen on August 14th at his home in rural West Brooklyn. Michael's 64 years old. He's 5'9" and weighs around 160 pounds. He's known to travel the Lee County area and is an avid outdoorsman. He also has a pilot's license. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, contact the Lee County Sheriff's Office. New videos released after Kansas police raid a newspaper publisher's home.
Coming up, the case got national attention. That publisher blames what happened in the video for his mother's death.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Security camera video shows a Kansas City newspaper publisher's 98-year-old mother confronting local police as they searched her home in a raid.
Joan Meyer is visibly upset in the recording from August 11th, taken inside of her home that she shared with her son. She died the day after the raid at her home and the offices of the newspaper, the Marion County Record. Her son blames her death on stress caused by the police incursion. Since then, prosecutors have ordered the police to return all of the items they seized, and the Kansas Bureau of Investigation is looking into the case. Excessive heat warnings are in effect all around the state line.
Up next, we'll hear from Candace on the even hotter days ahead of us.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, it is getting a little steamy out there late this afternoon. Temperatures not quite into the 90s area-wide. There are a couple of spots that are reaching that 90-degree mark, but the heat index in the mid and upper 90s, even reaching that triple-digit mark. So getting a little uncomfortable out there, and that kind of uncomfortable feeling only going to go up in the days to come. Our weather watcher Terry in Genoa, 89 degrees, dew point temperature at 76. There's very little relief from that dew point number through tonight, which gives you an idea of where that temperature will sit overnight in the mid 70s, climbing back into the 90s most likely for tomorrow, 96, 97 on Thursday. Temperatures Wednesday, Thursday be dependent on any cloud cover that we do see. I don't think we're going to make it to the triple digits as far as those high temperatures go, but the heat index factor is going to feel like it. Wednesday, the heat index anywhere from 105 to 115. Thursday, 100 to 110. Now, storms possible both days. Have that isolated chance in on Wednesday, and then watching a cold front coming in on Thursday. Thursday's potential, we could see a couple stronger thunderstorms if that cold front comes through a little earlier. So we'll talk about that in just a moment, but I wanted to point these numbers out. Assuming we stay completely dry and little in the way of cloud cover, look at these heat index values going into tomorrow afternoon, up over 105, 110, 111 here in Rockford. Little relief then coming up even tomorrow night going into Thursday morning. Thursday, there is a cold front that sits to our north, and it'll quickly work down Lake Michigan. I do think the majority of our day on Thursday is going to stay dry. That front comes through maybe after about 6, 7 o'clock Thursday evening, and that's when we'll get some relief with the temperatures, but it could also bring that chance for some thunderstorms that we'll need to watch. So going into tomorrow, that excessive heat warning goes into effect all of northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. We still hold on to that on Thursday. It is a watch for southern Wisconsin and northeast Illinois only because of the position of that cold front coming through. And if that front slides through a little faster, we may not have quite as intense heat or temperatures come Thursday afternoon, and that will increase our chance for thunderstorms, those thunderstorms being on the stronger side. We stay dry going through the night tonight. Everything stays up to the north and east of us, following right over top of that ridge. I did want to point out something going into Wednesday. Now, we've got a lid on our atmosphere Wednesday afternoon, and we've got a lot of dry air. So the combination of that dry air, warming temperatures puts that lid on. If we break that even just a tiny bit, there is that chance for an isolated thunderstorm popping up Wednesday afternoon. If not, and that holds, we stay dry, and those numbers, they will go up. I don't think we get beyond that 96, 97 degrees going into Wednesday, but again, that heat index factor will make it feel more like it. So with this prolonged heat and humidity, again, just important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and knowing those signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. 76 Wednesday night, we're still at 72 Thursday night, but a break in that, still warm on Friday. Friday's rain chance, I think, comes late. So I know we've got our first season of football games coming up on Friday. I think we're okay with that. This is much more comfortable going into the weekend and early next week.
Thanks, Candace.
Reagan's in next with sports. The Bears putting in the prep for one final preseason game.
And there's buzz about a potential move on the south side. The White Sox owner is exploring finding a new home.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
The Bears are entering into their final weekend of preseason action, but mounting injury issues along the offensive line could play a role in whether or not Justin Fields plays in Saturday's game against the Buffalo Bills. The biggest issue right now surrounds left guard Tevin Jenkins. He is sidelined with a leg injury and will miss the start of the regular season. Matt Eberflus is calling it a week-to-week issue. Cody Whitehair moved from center to left guard at practice again today, while Lucas Patrick lined up at center once again. We don't know the final plan for the starters this weekend, but it sounds like some of them want to play.
For this week, I mean, we're treating this week like a game. We want to just be able to go out there and prepare the right way and compete at the highest level.
Regardless, preseason, regular game, like there's nothing that, recreates that feeling. So, especially last year I was hurt. So having that chance to be out there and play, like, you don't take it for granted.
All right, switching gears to baseball, the Cubs have shown they are a threat in the NL, now a half game up in the second wildcard spot and 2.5 games out of first place. And the Cubs arguably become a bigger threat when Seiya Suzuki is performing. His struggles prompted David Ross to bench him in early August, but since then, he's worked his way back into the rotation. He's been scorching hot and a key factor in this Cubs offense, batting just under .350. If he can stay hot down the stretch, he could be a real difference maker as the Cubs try to hold on to that postseason spot or even lock up a division title. All right, the Cubs will try and make it 2 in a row tonight against the Tigers. That game starts here shortly at 5:40 p.m. Drew Smiley will get the start. And then the White Sox are back at the rate with the Mariners after getting pounded last night. Game 2 gets underway at 7:10 p.m. The last several years have not been kind to the Chicago Bulls. And while there are certainly dark clouds hovering over this organization, one bright spot has been DeMar DeRozan. As DeRozan enters the final year of his contract with the Bulls, the team has hopes of continuing that partnership beyond 2024. Bulls GM Mark Eversley said that discussions about a long-term deal with the All-Star have yet to take place, but he's hopeful that the veteran shares the same interest in staying together for the foreseeable future. DeRozan is set to become an unrestricted free agent in 2024. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Psych.
We're back. We're still here. Welcome back. Well, those overnight lows are really toasty these last couple of days, but looking ahead in your forecast, going down to 50s is not too far off. So
if we could just shave off Friday, and ahead of that, and just look at Saturday,
If it
Sunday,
would
Monday,
only be
Tuesday.
so easy. But yeah, even the weekend's looking great.
Yeah.
Daytime temperatures aren't super out of control either.
Yeah, it'll be nice looking ahead into the weekend. We just got to get through these next couple of days. I mean, it felt a lot more humid out there today compared to where it was yesterday, and the heat index numbers are climbing this afternoon. We will not drop much tonight. In fact, 75 tonight, so very, very warm and muggy. That'll continue into tomorrow. 96 on Wednesday, 97 on Thursday. Heat index over 100 degrees both those days. Could see a couple of showers, thunderstorms, and that may play a little bit as far as the temperatures, but relief coming.
Thanks, Candace.
Thanks for spending some time with us. Stay safe.